Allora, grazie. Buenos días a todos, buongiorno a tutti, good morning. Come dicevo l'altro giorno, per noi ICEX, l'Istituto di Commercio Estero Spagnolo, è un piacere sempre collaborare assieme a Elle Decor, questa è la seconda volta che lo facciamo, e quest'anno in questo bello palazzo dove abbiamo potuto organizzare con il marchio Interiors from Spain, questo sono sicura che interessante talk condotto da Livia Peraldo. Livia, grazie tante come sempre, con tre noti designer spagnoli, con Inma Bermudez, Andreu Carulla e Jorge Herrera. Sono sicura che sarà molto interessante. Benvenuti tutti, grazie per essere qua e allora lascio la parola per le persone veramente importanti oggi. Grazie.
Okay. Good morning. I am Livia Peraldo, editor-in-chief of Elle Decor Italy. This talk has been organized in cooperation with Interiors from Spain, the brand founded by ICEX to promote Spanish companies from the habitat sector. That is one of our institutional partners of this year, and I thank you, Carmen, for this beautiful relationship we have. So we thank them a lot for their support, and we have now a video to better introduce Interiors from Spain project.
Spain is people and companies, brands and experts, business and trust, innovation and creation, content and communication, determination and influence, art and design, creators and builders, inventors and makers, knowledge and progress, research and specialization, technology and development. Beyond that, Spain is spaces and places, Japan or USA, Berlin or Dubai, colors and diversity, sustainability and resources, exploration and discovery, lights and shadows, landscapes and skies, big and small, touching and feeling, listening and watching, future and past, tradition and evolution, silence and noise, lifestyle and passion, because Spain is you, us, them, and me. Spain is here. Spain is now. Spain is in.
This is only the first. Okay. Today we are delighted to have with us three important studios from Spain. And I would like to introduce Inma Bermudez, Andreu Carulla, and Jorge Herrera. And we will ask them to give us the possibility to understand their vision and design, and we will share the vision on sustainability and on the evolution of processes and design in their mind. And so I ask to Inma to start with her work.
Hello, thanks for coming. Do you want me to go quickly through my presentation, or you want that we have a talk? Yeah,
I would like to tell something about you, if you want. Inma Bermudez with Moritz Krefter, who is not here.
No, it's with the kids at home.
Okay, are the two souls of the Inma Bermudez studio in Valencia. Together, they create emotional objects that don't lose sight on fashion. The attention to sustainability is strong in your work, as well as the Mediterranean roots. And so, please.
No, well, we are a very small studio. My husband, father of my kids, my partner, and myself. It's the same person. And we started in 2006. We had the lucky to be working for IKEA since 2006, and this company has given the possibility to learn a lot because IKEA has many different typology of products, and that also designers are invited to go to the factory floor. So this was a good training for me, being a young designer, just to learn many processes of sustainability, because they are good. They are big companies can change things, and IKEA is one of the ones that are really implementing new ways of producing, being more sustainable. But then I also I was lucky to work for Andreu, you know, this porcelain company, and this was a beautiful time because it's also a very, very good company, but the style was not updated. So, but they had this capability to do things that they are not done in any corner of the world.
They made a great work.
Yes.
In the research and positioning the company.
And then I will go. This is one of our highlights. Probably many of you know this little lamp. It was the first lamp in the market in 2014 that we launched it with cableless. Now there are many of them, but we were the first. This was always giving you a good position. But we also do another type of products that are people don't see the design. They are not in museums, or they are not in magazines.
It's just life.
Yeah. We also have done some furniture for a small company in Girona. I also had the possibility to collaborate with Rado, you know, the Swiss brand. Also with gun rugs. I'm going to go very fast, I'm sorry. But this is also a very small company, and we have been working with them with terracotta, doing some tiles, lattices and some tiles. And then I don't know if you know the American Export Council. They promote the use of massive wood from the Canadian American forest in the industry of design, and they collaborate with designers from all over the world. They have been also doing some projects here in Italy with different designers, and we have been with them doing this very nice project that I'm not going to tell you what it was about. And our last collaboration that we were presenting here in Milan, this is with Rocca, you know, the company. We were invited to work to do a faucet collection, and yeah, we have done something nice and fun. And that's it. This was my speech.
Okay, starting from here, there is a playful aspect that characterizes this work.
Yeah.
Can you tell us something about the idea, the use of colors?
Yeah, the thing is, Rocca, it's a very big company. It's the biggest in the world. But, in the last years, they are not very known for design. They are huge. They have very good quality. But maybe in design, we're not the best. So they have started to collaborate with Spanish designers, with Andreu as well.
Yeah.
And I was proposing from the very beginning very forward things, like really, but they were very afraid. So in this case, this was at the end. I achieved what I wanted. They trust me, and we are presenting a very different collection because it's based on colors, but also on different shapes. Like we have the spout and the body, which is the same. But then, we have 3 different type of handles. Like one handle with the pin, which is the most commercial, the safe one. Then we have the one with the stripes, which is a bit more architectural. But then we have also the dome, which I really love it, and they didn't want to have that, so it was too much for them. But at the end, with the whole concept, they say, okay, we go for that. And then we have this little gadget that is when you open the faucet, then it comes a big smile to the customer, and this is a very welcome thing for the people that have seen it till today, because they really love that small detail, which I like too.
Okay, thank you. I would like to come back to to IKEA,
Yeah.
and because in that project you want to increase awareness of the enormous amount of plastic in the oceans.
Yeah.
Where did this idea come?
Yeah. They are not here in this collage, but we have been lucky working for a collection of fabrics, and it was very nice because it was entirely produced in Spain. The an amount of the plastic that it was used to produce the textile is made by from the plastic from the Mediterranean. It was picked by fishermen in Girona, and this was IKEA didn't win any money with the collection. It was just a collection to talk about the big problem of the waste in our ocean. So it was more to make people more conscient about. And I was very happy to be, because I could learn from very close the process. And then we had another one doing the same, but with the fishermen nets from Denmark. And then we create a hook which had the shape of a boat. So again, it's more to show people the problem. It's not only about the function. And IKEA is
to
huge.
Reflect on that.
Yeah, it's more about to communicate that problem.
And another small question is around your method and your approach to design, because on one side we have carpets and also the ceramic vases for la draw, no?
I believe that, well, I like to give a solution to my client, and I can dress every jacket for each client, so I can be more decorative, I can be more functional, I can be, sustainable should be every time, but I think we are very versatile, and we try to understand what is best for the company and just give a good solution. So I don't think we have I don't know, you have to say if I have a style, but I think I prefer to say that I just like to help companies.
Yeah, it's correct.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Thanks to you.
And so, Andreu.
Okay. Sorry.
And now Andreu Carulla. Andreu Carulla is an industrial designer who believes in the power of waste, craftsmanship and technology. In his studio in Banyoles near Barcelona, it seems a fantastic place. You have to tell us something about. He loves to experiment with different types of objects, materials, and production processes. Can you tell us something about your way of working, please?
Yes.
Thank you.
Well, thank you. Thank you, ICEX. Thank you, Elle Decor Italy, to having us. As you tell to the people, we are based near Barcelona, up in the north, in a very quiet place, surrounded by nature, and that's because I'm trying to have this calmness to create, and then our studio focus on collaborating with artisans, and also another pillar is the sustainability. We try to raise awareness to our clients and also to the rest of the design field. And yes, I started my own studio at 2006, because the talk is based on sustainability, I would like to show you some of our projects related to that. Basically, this is one project that we did for Elle Decor Italy. It's one of the World Best Restaurant in 2013. Now it's on the 50 best. And we took their waste and we turned into something useful. This is a project that we started 5 years ago or something like this. And the most uncomfortable waste is the styrofoam. And that's why we focus on recycle a styrofoam, because in Spain there is no way to recycle a styrofoam. You can you have the big bin for plastic, for glass, and also for organic, but not the styrofoam. And they use a lot because of the regulation on restaurants. This is mandatory to use single-use styrofoam boxes, and we take all of the boxes per day. There are almost 6. and we pack on these stools with a technology that we invented also, in our studio. And this is the result. I think we did this 4 years ago or something like this. It is part of the Rossano Orlandi's collection. And we are very proud of this project. Also,
this is the second project.
Yes, this is the second one, and they use also, because high-end cuisine, they use a lot of new techniques. They pack the food with these plastic bags, and then they cook in a long period, low temperature, and after that, these plastics, because they are dirty, they have to waste it, and we turn into these tote bags or travel bags, cleaning and weaving, and yes, and this is the result also. But we also collaborate with other companies related to sustainability. This is in Bali with a hotel called Potato Head that we have. We started 1 year ago a collaboration, also taking the waste from the Bali rivers and turning into something useful again. In this case, it's a bit arty product, but also we use styrofoam and PET, and this is a chair made in Spain. This is in here because in Spain we have a lot of terraces, and our client is Mao. In this case, it's a huge brand, the biggest brand in Spain that they sell beer basically, and they plan to produce something like 3 million of chairs. That means when they said that, I said, wow, and what material do you plan to use? And we push them to use the 100% recycled plastic post-consumer. That is, old chairs, we turn with collaboration with SP Werner, and we turn into new chairs. And that's the beauty of the project, because we as designers, we have a huge responsibility. Now we can choose the process, and we can try to. We have the responsibility to push companies towards these kind of actions.
The difference from the past is this: the capability to change the processes and to innovate also. Not only on the shape of colors or function, but starting from the processes.
Yes, totally. Well, but the thing is, this is business, and at the end, they have to earn some money. And now the evolution of technology allows us to propose these kind of actions that still are business, but it's good for the planet also, and this is very beautiful. Yeah. Then this is for a Finnish company. It's like a compost for kitchen, and we use like sawdust and this material called budio that they are from Finland also, and it's kind of they use natural resin and reclaimed wood, and also with the local artisans, we collaborate a lot. This is a bottle made out of recycled glass. Now we start also with interior design.
The same restaurant.
Yes, this is like a spin-off of this restaurant, more affordable. Yes, it's called Normal. Because these people, they don't used to do normal things.
And I would like to ask you something more, because I find it really interesting that the restaurant has a so interesting vision of the possibility of working, in this case with you, on sustainability processes, and also including in their projects materials or something similar coming from the same philosophy.
Well, this is very interesting, because this process starts in 2009. We start collaborating with them, and because this is part of the high-end cuisine, they allow themselves to do projects that doesn't make profit, and they are focused on everybody is looking at what they are doing, and they have also the responsibility to tell stories, to teach, to raise awareness again, and that's why they push these things. In this case, it's not real business, the recycle this, because it's a huge effort and you don't have profit at the end. But for example, in this case, we try to highlight locality, and we use basically local suppliers like ceramics that are just 30 kilometers away from the restaurant. The wood is also certified. The leather is recycled from the BKF chair, because there is a producer in Barcelona that produced this chair. Then we take these the small parts that are just waste for them, and we did this signage, for example. It is a quite good project.
And how is their cuisine?
Well, it's amazing.
It's amazing. Which type of
it's
ingredients?
local food from the market.
Okay,
Market
totally
food,
local.
but with this touch from them,
Yes.
of course.
Yeah. Of course.
Yeah. Then again, collaboration with Alhambra, another beer company. I love beer, and then and this is just trying to promote the local artisans again. We did this kind of sculptures in Granada, and finally with Roca, the project that we are presenting here in Milan. This is just one part, because we did the ceramic collection, but into the ceramic collection there is a furniture also and accessories. And with the accessories, in this case, we push them also again, and they let me do it, okay? Because this is something that you have to have a partner in the company. And we use the shoe industry that they know very well how to manage the cork, and we do the lids that also are trays for the ceramic collection.
Yes, because cork is having a new life in this vision.
Yeah.
And so I saw a boat with a fantastic floor covered with cork.
True. Made by ICEX. Yes,
which is perfectly waterproof and sustainable.
The cork is amazing. It's one of the most recyclable.
And also the touch is beautiful.
Yes, very warm. Yes, we love
Walking on that.
But the thing is, it's a material that we have very close.
Yeah.
You know, Spain was one of the major producers after Portugal, and now Portugal it's leading. Yes, but we know how to control this material, and we have industry to produce things in Valencia. There are a lot of producers that play with this material. Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, and that's it. That's it basically. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. And now Jorge Herrera. Jorge Herrera Studio is an interdisciplinary studio and deals with branding, product, and interior design, and is based in Valencia too. His approach is honest and pragmatic and aims to create simple, essential, high quality, and durable objects and spaces. And so, what's the word toward an honest project, and what's your methodology?
Buongiorno a tutti, ringraziare prima
in italiano, fantastico.
Sì, ringraziare prima a tutti di essere qua, anche ICEX, anche Elle Decor, no? A te, anche voi, mi fa molto piacere anche. Prima di dire un po' tutto questo, anche io sono nato alle Isole Canarie, dopo di questo ho fatto uno stage con Carmelo Di Bartolo, quindi dopo sono riuscito a venire a Milano a lavorare per Alfa Romeo per un anno ad ARS. Dopo sono tornato alla Spagna, Madrid, Valencia, alla fine sono rimasto a Valencia, quindi è stato un po' un viaggio un po' curioso, no? E in questo viaggio ho avuto l'opportunità di lavorare anche come in-house designer per altre aziende. Dopo al 2008 ho fatto il mio studio con il mio nome, è questo che possiamo vedere oggi, no? È una strada un po' lunga, è una strada anche che ho sfruttato, credo, di essere seduto sul tavolo del design, tanti seduti diversi, non soltanto dal punto di vista creativo, anche sviluppatore, anche il manager, anche il direttore di produzione, no? Quindi credo che mi fa avere tutte le caratteristiche più importanti come designer per fare lavori con altre aziende, no? E niente, comincio a parlare un po' di questo qua. Questo è stato Ho stato molto in gamba nel passato perché quando ho cominciato a lavorare come designer con il mio nome, cioè questo è quasi il mio prodotto che ho fatto con un brand che è stato con la Floss, no? Che tutti conosciamo, è incredibile, no? È anche molto carino perché ancora 10, cioè più da 10, lo abbiamo disegnato il 2011, è uscito il 2012, il 2013 ha vinto tanti premi di design e ancora è in vendita, ma è salendo in vendita, quindi è un prodotto da più da 10 anni che ancora è lì, no? È con molto interesse nel mercato, quindi è anche sostenibile in quello senso là, no? È un prodotto fatto per durare, no? Dopo, in tutti questi anni, anche abbiamo aggiornato un po' la famiglia, l'abbiamo fatto l'ermano maggiore, l'ermano piccolino e anche abbiamo avuto sfruttare la tecnologia per arrivare a un prodotto molto molto sottile, no? Come possiamo controllare qua.
Sì, è fantastico perché hai solo l'effetto della luce.
Sì, lo abbiamo parlato anche prima, no?
Sì.
Cioè, è vero, l'abbiamo parlato un po' prima di ingressare qua, l'importanza della luce che controlliamo, possiamo vedere, no? È quello che marca, che ti fa la differenza totale tra un spazio brutto e un spazio molto carino, no? Lo che succede magari è che con la luce tecnica quasi sempre tutti che fanno allestimenti o altri la lasciano per il finale, no? Quindi dopo arrivi un po' lì in fretta con, non so, il presupposto che ce l'ho e arrivi un po' in questa maniera, no? Ma comunque è quello più importante, puoi fare una luce drammatica, una luce più flat, puoi giocare tantissimo e diventi uno spazio diverso, no? Quindi state parlando anche del cork. Noi abbiamo cominciato a lavorare un paio di anni fa con questa ditta che è molto carina, che si chiama ICEX, che è a Valencia, facendo delle vasche che abbiamo messo questa corda qua in tondo. E questi sono i progetti che abbiamo fatto già. Adesso stiamo facendo le altre famiglie e stiamo lavorando con il cork per fare anche i pezzi accessori nel mondo bagno, no? Che è molto in gamba anche. Questo è un lavoro molto, molto interessante perché ai miei studenti nella scuola, quando facciamo il master di design, sempre dico che non dobbiamo arrivare a mettere lì la tecnologia per arrivare alla luna, sai? Cioè possiamo un po' capire, essere smart, essere anche, possiamo dire, furbi quando pensiamo nel nostro pensiero per arrivare alla soluzione muy scema, per dirlo in una forma molto, molto così, ma che alla fine è quello che fa un po' la differenza, no? È arrivare a soluzioni molto semplici e che funzionano.
Sono pannelli sonorizzati.
Sì, questo è un lavoro che è nato prima del Covid, ma dopo, tra il Covid, mi hanno chiesto di svilupparlo di più, no? Perché erano tutti facendo pannelli come mazzi, no? Ma facevano tutto quello trasparente e metacrilato che sono bruttissimi, no? E noi invece abbiamo parlato o convinto o tra di noi abbiamo scambiato delle idee di dire no, dobbiamo rimanere sulla strada prima perché è una geometria molto amichevole, non intrusiva, non vuole prendere l'attenzione, lo spazio. È vero che è un prodotto molto grosso e ingombra molto spazio, ma rimane sempre in un secondo piano, no? Non vuole essere quello protagonista. Quindi è un prodotto in questo senso molto. Abbiamo vinto adesso l'IF Award a Berlino, che Inma e me siamo stati insieme come curator also there. So ma not in our project, you know. So questo anche ringraziare un'altra volta a ICEX, no? Perché grazie a loro sono potuto andare al Giappone a fare delle speech lì e cominciare a lavorare con dell'elite del Giappone. E quindi è stato il primo lavoro che ho fatto lì, è una poltroncina tutta fatta in legno masello e dopo imbottita, no? Dove facciamo con una ditta molto tradizionale a livello di lavorare il legno, facciamo un po' un incontro tra la tradizione e quello più moderno, no? Qua con forma 5, dal punto di vista di sostenibilità, per esempio, posso dire che per il schienale quando abbiamo cominciato a lavorare con loro, no? Perché quando parliamo di plastica riciclata c'è tanti problemi dietro, no? Non è così una cosa molto superficiale da parlare, no? Quindi ci sono dei prodotti che hanno bisogno di una caratteristica tecnica del materiale molto particolare, no? Il corpo che è lì ha bisogno di renderti confortevole anche, e anche di non rompere il schienale, no? E quindi eravamo lì sviluppando trattando di sviluppare un materiale per fare questo, e al momento che è stato fatto 5-6 anni fa non lo abbiamo potuto fare, quindi è rimasto in plastica normale. Questo è un prodotto che è appena uscito sul mercato, è per IDE, un brand del Giappone che è del gruppo Muji, che Andreu anche lavori con loro, sono molto carini. È una lampada con un look molto industriale, era un po' quello che era il briefing, no? Il materiale che usiamo qua è ottone e ferro. E questo qua è molto molto carino, è stato tutto un piacere lavorare con loro.
Qui c'è un processo di innovazione che dal punto di vista produttivo su questo...
Sì, produttivo anche come di prodotto, perché quando si fa sempre la gelosia, lo normale è fare il barro estruso, quindi vuol dire che sempre rimane il pezzo con spigolo vivo, no? Tutti i canti così. E noi invece di farlo così l'approccio è stato da dire no, questo è barro, questo è bellissimo vedere i pezzettini di terra lì, è bellissimo vedere anche la cicatrice che ha il prodotto proprio, quindi andiamo a fare questo tondo, questo gradient, questa sfumatura con la luce che arriva lì e ti fa uscire fuori il materiale, certo, veramente, no? E dopo la sfida anche è stato perché sono le due facce, sono così, non soltanto una. Quindi è un prodotto che sul mercato non si trova così normalmente, no?
C'è anche un'altra slide dove si compone, forse, dopo, ecco
sì.
Qua.
Questo è stato questa immagine a sinistra l'abbiamo fatto alla fiera da Orgate, a Colonia, e quindi abbiamo fatto l'allestimento anche noi dello stand da Pati, un brand del sud della Spagna, e quindi abbiamo fatto un backlight, tutta una parete con un backlight, e il prodotto l'abbiamo messo in fronte, quindi puoi vedere tutto questo della luce che diciamo, anche vedi lì c'è anche dei buchi, no? Cioè, e questo è lo carino, questo è veramente il valore aggiunto che ha questo certo. materiale, il processo tradizionale, e che la gente lo deve prendere su e amare, no? Perché è così, se no non prendi questo materiale, prendi un altro, no? È un po', questo è io credo anche un po' un riassunto molto importante da capire, no? E questo è un prodotto che stiamo anche adesso introducendo, mostrandolo come prima volta sulla fiera, che sono delle tappeti fatti con delle fibre naturali, con sisale e con giute. Tutto si fa a Crevillente, alla Spagna, ma è vero che il materiale non è proprio dalla Spagna, arriva credo che da Tanzania, che è quello lì di più qualità, perché già questo, diciamo che avere il materiale in raw material nella Spagna già è morta la industria di questo, quindi lo devi per forza portare sì. Questo l'ho parlato con loro e mi ha detto che sì.
No, but it's more expensive. The thing is about price.
Yeah.
Yes, because they are recovering a bit the production.
A little bit, yes. And also the quantity is important to them to have a big quantity.
Of course. Sometimes happens this in terms of sustainability. You try to be sustainable using raw materials or natural materials, but the industry doesn't allow you because it's a price regulated for the market.
Yeah.
And in this case, for example, they can do locally sourced, of course, but it's not business. And if not, the brand will disappear in 2 years. You know?
It's not worth it.
Yeah,
at the end.
yeah. But it's sustainable in any way. Yeah.
The result is sustainable
Sorry.
in any way. No, it's okay.
No, it's perfect.
I thought it's a dialogue.
It's a conversation.
Okay.
So it's perfect.
So I don't know if I have more. Well,
okay, this is profile. Senti.
Grazie mille.
Okay, so thank you. But today we are here to have a focus on sustainability. And in Spain, there are new strategies coming also from the government about circularity, for example. And I would like to know which is your perception and which type of relationship with these new processes the Spanish companies that are part of your contacts are working on, because it's a long process. It's everywhere in the world, because we know that we need the time to change our processes, and it's really interesting for me to understand, because in Italy too we are working on that. Not everywhere with the same attention for the moment, but it's changing very fast, and it's really important. And so, what's happening in Spain from your point of view?
I don't know the strategies.
Huh?
I know there are European rules that doesn't allow or will not allow us to do things like as we have done before. But I really don't know. I don't know if you guys know.
For example, in Spain, the single use,
yeah, but this is European. This is not the Spanish. This is.
But we apply.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, it's not because Spain wanted to be. It's because Europe says.
No, but Spain applies this in an early stage. That means it's something. It's an action that supports this. It's an European action.
Yeah.
But I think at the end, it's a global sensibilization about that, and
a global evolution.
Yes, and as designers, we can help. But I'm also doesn't know any specific action in terms of design or in any institution that specifically helps on that. It's like everybody it's on this pushing, I think.
I personally think that there should be kind of a strategy. I don't know how to do that, but we at the end the one that has the most responsibility is the person, is the consumer. To be more sustainable means to don't throw something to the garbage, and to don't throw something to the garbage is not to consume more. Mm-hmm. So I think there is a big role in this world, in these individuals, and in the system that we live, we are on drugs. We are kind of buying, consuming, buying. And I think it's very hard to go out from this drug. And I think I can do whatever I can push companies, but in the same way, we have to really be conscious about that. All our actions has a consequence. If I take a plane, if I buy a t-shirt, if I go to the hair dryer, everything. And I think that's the most important thing. And I would love that the world or the politics or the governments, the countries, they focus also on education and on telling that, because that's the very beginning also.
There are some problems also in communication. For example, the certification. There are a lot. Some of them are standard in Europe, but in the US, they have different certification. And so one step of this evolution, because we are living a cultural change, is to adopt the same method to give to people the possibility to understand what are they buying, for example, to give them the possibility to choose what they want to live in their everyday life, no?
Sì, è vero, ma io credo che, per esempio, se alla fine deve essere tutto una regola, alla fine non lo facciamo, no? Io credo che deve essere una conoscenza, un'educazione,
certo.
E dopo, quando l'utente ha questa domanda sulla industria, si comincia a chiudere il cerchio, no? E quindi l'industria comincia a fare questo prodotto riciclato, sostenibile, upcycling, tutto quello che vuoi, perché l'utente lo sta lo domanda.
Lo chiede.
No? Sì, lo chiede.
Certo.
It's the same with the food industry. We are supposed not to eat many meat, and we consume meat every day, many of us. So it's about the consumer also. I think I live in the countryside since 2011. We build a sustainable house. I'm very close to nature, and I think that's also another problem. People are not close to the earth, because when you live in the countryside, when it's not raining, you see what's happening. And if you are in the city, I think we are very far from. Sometimes we are not, or we don't want to see. That's another point. But I think we all here, we are the most responsible ones. But yeah. we can talk about.
No, it's okay. And I would like to ask you something about. You spoke about technology, the importance of technology to make something that yesterday was not possible. And I would like to know also your opinion on
Yes,
this.
the technology helps a lot to improve materials, to reduce, for example, the amount of material that you are using to build a product, or also AI. It's helping us as designers to design something with less material, more efficient, strong enough to resist the effort that is designed for in an easy way. That means being open to this new technology that is coming. It's also healthy for the sector, and also it allows you to do more sustainable products. And also, if you go one step further, you can create your own technology, because sometimes the industry is not ready to process some kind of materials, and then engineers are very good for that, and I have also technical education, and that's why in our studio we mix both fields, more design, aesthetical design, but we start from the really beginning from the technology side of the project.
One of our common clients, SP Werner, this is one of the biggest plastic producer in Europe. They work for big companies as IKEA, and they have their own plant of collecting the plastic. They use their own. I was going to say shit. No, they use their own garbage waste, plastic waste, to have the raw material to be able to produce, to inject this chair that he was showing, and that's also part of I mean, you get to try to do things good, but then for instance, the tone of recycled plastic is more expensive than the tone of virgin plastic, because the system is not ready, is not collecting good and recycling good the plastic. So there are so many other fields that we have to repair or to change to do things better, that it's not only, that we all have to go in one way.
This is a very good example on create your own technology to being more sustainable, but they did at the first time, because it's in a natural way, it's cheaper to buy this raw plastic. That makes a lot of sense. Then the circle is closed, really closed, because it's more affordable to recycle, in this case, when they generate their own technology, than buy
the
new material.
Yeah. But the thing is, no. If you buy it from the market, let's say, it's more expensive.
It's more expensive.
So they produce their own one.
That's what I'm saying.
But you say no. But
thank you. Possiamo parlare in italiano?
No, we can have a
perfetto.
Anche per esempio noi quando stiamo con todo barro lavorando, con queste ragazze che fanno terracotta, stanno sviluppando anche un processo interno dove quando loro fanno il pezzo di barro, posso prendere le polvere che restano lì e tramite un processo chimico la prendono un'altra volta, la mettono in mescolanza con la terra e fanno una terra molto carina per le piante, perché possono respirare meglio, per esempio. Cioè non è sempre prendere il materiale per essere un'altra volta allo stesso posto per fare lo stesso prodotto, è un materiale che dopo lo metti con un altro e lo usi in un'altra forma, no? Quindi ci sono tante strade diverse che si possono seguire, è molto interessante, ma è vero che alla fine, se la industria non lo vede che è economico, è molto complesso, no? Noi siamo advisor, possiamo spingere, possiamo dire dobbiamo fare questo, con la nostra conoscenza, la tua dovrebbe essere questa, ma se loro non vedono il rendimento economico sei sempre un po' bloccato, no? Per dirlo così.
Ti volevo chiedere una cosa, tu prima ci hai mostrato delle collaborazioni, e questo riguarda anche voi, parlo in inglese che è meglio, you showed us collaboration with other countries. Do you feel different approaches, for example, in Japan or Sweden?
Sì, totalmente, sì. O sea, in Giappone, con i giapponesi è molto diverso tutto, è uno scambio culturale incredibile. Prima di tutto, quasi loro non parlano inglese, devi avere un traduttore lì sempre con te. Tutto... Cioè, per esempio, io ho fatto 2 progetti, stiamo lavorando ancora adesso di più, ma le 2 progetti sono nel mercato, ognuno ha svoluto 4 anni, cioè 4 anni per la poltrona, 4 anni per la lampada. Cioè, è vero che la lampada ha preso la pandemia, cioè il lockdown, il Covid, ma è un paese che è molto slow. Dopo, è vero, per esempio, quando abbiamo lavorato con la poltrona, io l'ho detto a Masahiro-san, il capo, no? Le ho detto, Masahiro, ma questo qua, quanti anni sul mercato sarà? Lo possiamo anche magari presentare a un concorso di design, qualcosa del genere? E mi ha detto, no, niente, olvidate di tutto questo è un prodotto che è per tutta la vita, cioè, non è un prodotto per andare su un concorso o per 5 anni, è un prodotto che io lo faccio e per questo anche ha voluto 4 anni di desarrollo in questo senso, perché fino non era già, come lui diceva, per me magari un anno prima era già perfetto, sai? Ma lui diceva no, questo qua dobbiamo vedere questo legno lì, questa joint e tutto questo qua. Quindi una volta era finito perché lui voleva o credeva che già era pronto per restare per sempre, e quando è uscito fuori, questo in Spagna per esempio, o anche in Italia, è difficile da trovare.
This is changing also here because people know that if you buy something for your home, you choose beauty, sustainable approaches during production, but also you aim to have objects for the future, because it's really important to start from this vision. And last year, for example, with Elle Decor, I told you before, we worked on this concept of design forever, objects which have the possibility to have a very, very long life. And it's another important vision of sustainability. But looking to your works, your shapes, and the relationship with function, the beauty of materials, there is it's a sort of a vision you share on objects. I mean, no?
Yeah, but I like to add something about what you were saying now. I work for IKEA, and there is also a problem about when things cost less money, you don't get this relation with the object for the future. You get this, it's like something is social, I think. When you buy a little flower vase for €2, there is made on glass, is a good quality, it can last 200 years, and just because you pay €2 for that, the value is not there anymore. So I'm always, it's a lot about how people we perceive things. It's companies can do many things, but it's also about us, and that's what I'm always. I can do. There is something that I can really change, and it's me, myself, and my actions. Of course, some of them it's more difficult because if you want to buy today biological sustainable food, you pay more. That has to change, because not everybody can afford that. But I think there is a very important part on the customer. So, but
it's a responsibility.
I have furniture from the grandparents of my boyfriend, of my husband, is German, and I also have furniture from my grandparents. But it's because I have this emotional relation with them, and nowadays this is not happening anymore. I wonder why.
Yeah, maybe it's not about the cost; it's about the sensibility of the people who buy. People who go. No, not everybody, but a lot of people goes to IKEA because it's affordable, and they are not sensitive enough to perceive the value that it has. Because they need some base maybe, and they buy the first one that they see in there that they like the most, but they don't analyze the market. They don't know the importance of the material. Well,
They don't need to do that.
I have IKEA pieces, and I like
but
it.
they don't need to do that. They don't need to analyze anything. It's just that I have this. I have in case of a flower vase, I gave my love. The same as when I did something for Yadro, which cost 900 euros. I mean, from my side, it was created with the same love, but it's more about the perception.
But not everybody has your sensibility.
No, but that's why I mean that people need to be more conscious about things.
Yes, but not every time.
Then magazines, they have to explain to the people the importance of that.
Yes,
no?
we have a lot of work.
You are doing, I know, but you have a lot of work still.
Yeah.
So, okay, thank you very much, and I thank you all for this interesting discussion and precious participation, and we gave us the opportunity to address the issue of sustainability in interior design, and with the consciousness that we are working on that, but your role is particularly important. And so I think that today you explained in a very clear way to us what is possible to do and also what's changing in the processes and in the quality of objects. And so thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks to you.
Grazie a tutti.
Thank you.